Shawnee. Welcome back. Guess what time it is? It's time for our weekly roundup, where I go over all of the eyeshadow palettes I've used over the past week, and I rank them from least liked to most liked. Now, this week I have 7 slots. I did throw some singles in there, and I think I have 2 palettes that occur 2 times. So that'll make sense as we go along. And I'm just gonna get started. So at number 7, that's where I have my single shadows. I have a quad that I put into this Copacetic Magnetic palette. This shade here is Cleona Chocolate Orange. This one here is Pine Cone from Sydney Grace, Antique Coin from Sydney Grace, and Keep Smiling from Sydney Grace. So very Sydney Grace heavy. Now, this is the palette I used to do a look at my desk at in my office. I wanted something just kind of like pretty and sparkly, but not too much, as I was having a meeting with some folks in like Europe, and I just wanted to make sure that I looked professional and I wasn't doing too much. You know what I mean? So I feel like I accomplished that with this palette. I had my hair kind of up and swooped, and then I had on a nice dress. So I was giving you, professional psychologist that day. I don't know about other days, but that day for sure. And number 6 is the look I did with the Sunset Chic palette from Colored Raine. I have all of these little 6-pan chic palettes. There's Sunset, Neutral, Wealthy, and Pretty. So I have all of them, and I really was just feeling doing an orange look. I think it was a warmer day, and I don't know why I equate that with like, well, sunset, warm, sun, hot. Yeah. I think this palette is one that can be used across seasons. Like if you're into using seasonal colors, I think this is a great like spring to summer transition and then summer to fall transition kind of palette. And I've really been enjoying these 6 pans from Colored Raine. The shimmers are great. The mattes blend pretty easily. I just really like them. I really do. Let me know if you have any of these. I know that Jan has them, and I know Erica has the Wealthy Chic. I don't hear as many people talking about them though, but I'm really enjoying them, and I liked this look. Now, number 5, it's the Groundwork palette. I know. It's the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Defining Neutrals palette. Now, here's the thing. This has become my go-to for really quick looks. So I kind of play around with time, pretend that it doesn't exist. So there have been a couple of times where I've woken up and I have just a little bit of time to get ready, right? And I want to put my face together, and I will often go for the Groundwork palette. Basically, I'm looking for something that is just a neutral palette, and I can put a quick look together just with some mattes. Rather than thinking of where are my neutral palettes, where are my like all matte or palettes that I like the mattes, and I'm just like the Groundwork is always right here. It's always right here on my vanity. So I go ahead and use this. I'll throw on like a couple of the deeper brown shades, and I can actually use those shades as well for like bronzer, contour, brows, liner, all of that good stuff. And then I'll throw on a red lip and call it a day. And I don't think you can really tell that it was like a 10-minute or less than look. I like, child, it was all Danessa, okay? So yes, the Groundwork is in there. You're not surprised. You're probably gonna be surprised if it's not in here one week. So that was number 5. Number 4, I actually did use this for liner in the look for number 4. It is the look I did for my Copy Kitty weekly video with Jan. And I also paired that with the Sunset Chic palette again. Really enjoyed it. I was going for orange and red, and I paired that with the Sugar High palette from Menagerie Cosmetics. So I feel like these two palettes This one especially happens a lot, but I feel like I've been using this Menagerie palette a lot as well. I'm guessing that towards the end of the year, when I look back, this is going to be one that I used quite often. Like the Danessa one, it's going to be top in terms of usage. But I really like this look. I kind of went out of the box trying something different, and for the liner, I used that black shade in the Groundwork palette to do the regular like wing liner as well as the kind of graphic liner I had going on. So that is number 4. Number 3 is the Natasha Denona Gold Palette. Let me know if you have this one. Now, I think I told you like sometime last week that I like stumbled upon the golden palette that she's gonna come out with at some point. I want to say that I was like the first one to notice that it was on her website. And then I put it on Reddit in like the Beauty Guru chatter thread. And then I've even seen people like in their videos have like, this person posted it on Reddit. That person's me. I'm just saying that does nothing, okay? That no one cares. But I'm just saying. Now, I enjoy this palette. I feel like this has been one of the faves for a lot of people. When I looked at the golden palette, so I did attempt to order it, and it like, basically the next morning, I got a text and an email that was like, your order has been canceled because this was mistakenly released or something. Natasha and her leaks. But there seems to be like the mid-size palette as well as I think a cheek trio. So who knows when that's going to come out. But what I will say is if you have the gold palette, you already have 9 of the shades that are going to be in the golden palette. When I look at the golden palette, to me, it looks like they mainly just took out the teals and maybe even some of the like yellowy gold shades. So it'll be interesting to see what that palette is gonna give us. And I do want to see if the shimmers are her new formula. I actually don't really like her new formula a ton. I'm not gonna get that palette because I literally have a significant amount of the shades, and also I have them in the formula that I like, which is just her old school formula. And I feel like I haven't used this palette in a while. I don't think I've used my larger Natasha Denona palettes in a while, so I'm gonna bring those back into rotation. Yeah, so let me know if you have this palette or if you plan on getting the golden one, because I'm 100% sure that that one is replacing gold. Number 2 is a look I did with the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette. So this is the one that's sort of the rosy color story, of course, because these are just like my kind of colors. And I actually don't like this palette as much as I thought I was going to when I purchased it. It's fine, I like it, but definitely not the first one of my palettes that I go to when I'm looking for that kind of rosy toned look. There's a video I did quite a while back where I compared the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, and I liked each one for different reasons, though I think the Charlotte Tilbury one kind of eked out a little bit in front of the Patrick Ta, just cause I don't know. So yeah, let me know how you feel about this brand. It's not that I like think it's terrible, but for some reason I just haven't been like super excited about it. I do like the palette, I like the packaging, so I mean, I'm gonna still use it, but just for some reason, the products I've tried, like this palette, the blushes, I've just been like, okay, they're all right. And at number 1, this is a look I did with the Sumerian Sunset palette from Adept Cosmetics. So I definitely gravitate towards the orangey kind of shade, but I don't remember which one I used for this look, honestly. But it was something that was simple as well. What I find is if you use like a matte and a multi-chrome, your look is just going to look more complex than you would think. Words. Having a hard time with them right now. So that is pretty cool because you can slap on a multi-chrome, a duochrome, maybe put on a little matte in the outer corner, and you've got a look. So that was what I did this day. I can't remember how late I was running, but you know what? I think I had a ponytail, so I probably wasn't running too late because, you know, you gotta like gel the edges down and stuff. So I'm guessing I gave myself more time that day. But yeah, that is the look that I did with the Cimmerian Sunset palette. And I will soon be using the Adept Cosmetics Amy Loves Makeup palette. I just got that in the mail like yesterday or the day before. So I'm definitely going to try to get on that and use it sometime this week, hopefully. As always, you know, work takes precedence, and I have a very busy, emotionally draining job. But I want to make sure to use that just so that you can see what it looks like on a deeper skin tone. Pretty sure the shimmers are going to be great. I'm curious to see how the mattes show up. I do feel like Adept has gotten better and better with their mattes at every launch, but we'll see. I think that's it. Quick update, I am enjoying my Danessa Myricks brushes. I also am enjoying this Yummy, what is it, the Yummy Skin 2.0 brush, Yummy Face. This is amazing for just putting your foundation or whatever on real quick. This has come in clutch on the days where I'm just like, running a little behind, so I can just put it on and swipe it and buff it and everything. I am really enjoying this brush. I do think, I was gonna say I use the eye brushes more, but I think I'm pretty much using the brushes equally. The only one I'm like meh about is the, which one is this one? The long Yummy liner. I don't know how to, like, I don't even know if it's that I don't know how to use it. It's just, I don't like it as much. I wish it was firmer. It's very, like, pliable. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Otherwise, I've gotten use out of all the brushes. This doesn't go here. And I've been enjoying using them. I will say that this brush, this angled liner, I really like this. I didn't realize that I would like it so much. Let's see, I use this brush often. This is the Targeted Fluff. I used it today to do some of this, so there's a little bit of color on there. We'll see if it like stains. I don't really mind if my synthetic hair brushes stain. I mean, you know, if they were natural hair, we'd be having a problem. I also use this one, which is the Smooth Yummy Applicator. Again, I used this with shadow. I've been using this one. This is the Medium Fluffy Angle. I've been using this for patting in my concealer. I really like that. If I want to go even faster, I'll use the large one. I've been using this brush, the Flat Angle. I've used this for like bronzer as well as for a blush. And I've been using this one for all over powder. This is the extra large tapered fluff. So So those are the ones I've been using the most. And then also, yeah, this one is the large blender. So yeah, I have been getting use out of these brushes and incorporating them into the brushes I normally use. I will say you don't need these brushes, okay? Especially if you already have synthetic hair brushes that you really like. You don't need these. I need them in my life because I love Danessa, and they're pretty, and it was a frivolous purchase, and I'm okay with it. But this one, oh, this is amazing. I love this brush. I definitely recommend this one. I'm not going to recommend the collection over here because I'm guessing you probably already have synthetic hair brushes that you like, and these bad boys, they're not very cheap, but this one I am getting so much use out of it no matter what. So I would definitely suggest this. You can put so much on with it. You can put on like that yummy, what is it called, the moisture repair balm serum. You can put this on. I've seen her do this. You can put that on. You can put your Yummy Skin Balm on with it. I've put regular foundation on with it, and it's just so fast, and it just deposits everything evenly, and like I recommend this one, okay? And you get a little holder. I mean, it just sits right here, and I think I've been using that all week. I don't know that I've used any of my other foundation brushes this week, so I am really enjoying this. I'm so glad I got it. Oh, you know what? I cannot wait to use this. The Love and Light oil is warming up. I'm gonna make sure to somehow have my shoulders out as much as I can, and I'm going to put this on, and I'm gonna use this, and I'm just going to be glowing. Okay, anything else, guys? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah. I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you're continuing to take care of yourself. Let me know what palettes or singles you've used over the past week. Let me know if you think there's a palette I should use or a look you would like to see that I can maybe do. I'm trying to be intentional with the videos that I upload just because I don't have a ton of time and I tend to stress myself out. So I'm just trying to like chill out, but I also do love doing my makeup, and I love talking with you all in the comments. I just need to find a good balance of that and work and life and rosé. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.